Today we're going to be talking about the biggest lies young players often get about going pro. So you see, a lot of young players are convinced by a lot of things they are being told that if they do, they'll go pro. So for them, it's often a shock when they don't make it pro. So today we're going to be talking about what they can do and what happens actually in the industry. So we'll break this down so that at least you can learn from this if you're a young player to improve yourself to become a professional football player. So let's go. Okay, so I'm Gaucho Brian, FIFA licensed agent living in Finland. So I'm here to share you my ideas and thoughts after interviewing a lot of CEOs, sporting directors, and football coaches daily. So let's go. So the first thing I have a pen and paper with the notes. I'm going to be giving you ideas on what I jotted down. So the first thing I'll tell you is that talent is not enough. So believe it or not, talent is not enough. No matter how skillful you are, talent is not enough to go pro. I think that statement has been flooding out now for quite some time, but that's the reality. Most young players believe if they have talent, as they have been told by probably their agents or whosoever, that they have talent, they can make it, but talent is not enough. If talent was enough, then I tell you, most academies, professional academy, have talent. The players who are there have talent. That's why they are there. But not just one, maybe one person or one or two players maximum breaks through to sign a professional contract, mostly from most professional academies. So you see how difficult it is. So I will tell you, talent is not enough. And so this is how you can look at it. So if let's take, for example, Chelsea is one of the best academy. They have one of the best academics in the world. They produce a lot. But how many, if you go to look at the data, how many actually makes it into first team? So you see, quite rare. It's rare, and most of them end up living on loan whatsoever, but they don't end up playing. And I will go by saying, if most of you, there was one of the most talented player who came through Chelsea was Charlie Musonda, a young player from Belgium, very skillful. Everybody thought he was going to be the next Eden Hazard, but I think he played professional, of course, but you can see that he didn't make it to the level everyone was expecting. But he was the most talented player in the team. At the youth academy. So that goes to show you that talent is not enough. It's about, of course, mentality and discipline. So that's the first thing. If you're a young player, take that out of your mind and know that talent is not enough. You have to work hard. Okay. The next thing is that most young players believe agent is going to make me pro. If your stats don't back it, agent cannot help you, because no matter the connection an agent have, if your stats does not back it, he's not going to help you. A lot of young players skip the base of, say, instead of working hard, running, chasing after big agency. I see this is a trend now happening in the industry. For example, you see a young player saying that no, he wants to just sign for that agency. Believe me that he's going to get the opportunity. Yes, you're going to get the opportunity. But if your stats are not good, that big agency is going to get rid of you, or they're going to release you, because they need the best to be able to keep growing. Okay, so work on your stats, and then before you can go after the agency. That's the next thing. The next we'll look at is you'll be discovered randomly. So you think you'll be discovered randomly if you're just good enough. In those days, probably that might happen. But now, imagine there's a lot of money in football. Millions of parents want their kids to play football. So it cannot be that difficult now. It is really so what I mean by that is really, really difficult now to play professional, because every young kid who is a boy who kicks the ball, his aim is to play professional and make a living out of it, because it's a lucrative life. Everyone knows that. But only 1% of not or 0.001% actually makes it pro out of many people. So you have to know that to be discovered, no matter how talented you are, you have to be seen. So if you are in one small city playing football, scouts might not come there. So as long as you have talent, discipline, mentality, you also have to have access to know where the big you can be scouted. Okay, so that's one thing I'll give you that you can also put into your calendar. And next is highlight videos. This is common with young players. So the moment I have a lot of this information from young players, for example, someone contacts me on LinkedIn and say, "Hello, Brian. I see you're a football agent. This is my. Can you can you take my son's video and watch? It's quite good. What are we going to do about it? I want him to play professional. But highlight videos don't say anything. Your son can be a good player on the highlight video, but on a, let me say, on a 5 match, which agents do, let me say, watch consecutive 5 games regularly, the player is not good enough, because there's a lot of data that goes into it. What is his off the ball movement? What does he do when he doesn't have a ball? Because a highlight video is just going to be you compiling the best moves of your son. So agents of football clubs know this. I remember interviewing, speaking to a sporting director of a football club, and he told me he's a sporting director of this club. So we were talking about players, and he said, if I'm an agent, never should I send him a highlight video, because if I think him, the sporting director, is going to make a decision based on a 5-minute highlight video that has been compiled of the best move of a player, then I'm joking. That was what he told me. He said the main thing he wants to see is data proving that this player has a good stats, then back up by the eye test. Eye test is like seeing the player play. Okay, no highlight video. Highlight videos are good, but they don't go anywhere, because you don't compile actually the bad parts. If you make a bad pass, you don't actually put it in the highlight video. So those are the things that players or if you're a parent watching this, you need to also take note of it. So that you need to be having long videos with your son, and remember that it's about mentality, discipline, and keep going, staying professional, and knowing that football is a long-term game. Okay. And lastly, you need one thing is that one light also is that you just need connection to go pro. No, you don't just need connection to go pro. You need all this ramped up in a package to be able to go pro. Because if you just feel that you're not a good player and need connection, it's never going to work. A lot of young players do this because players are all chasing connections, saying that, okay, I want to become a professional player. If I sign for this big agency, I'm going to make it. But actually, that's not the case here. The case here is all this thing to become a professional player is all this thing put in a package, which is quite complicated. That's why it's rare to make it, but it is possible. Okay, it's all this put in the package, delivered, that you follow all these step by steps to be able to come pro. And last but not the least, just general advice: if for a player to make it pro, your environment is very important. Your friends that you are with are a massive part of you becoming professional. So if I want to go pro and my friend is not encouraging me to go pro, at one point in time, I'm going to be with him. I'm not going to focus on training, my nutrition, my sleep, and everything, because my friend is not doing that, because I'm going to hang out with him. So majority of the time, I advise this. Of course, you want your friends to be free, your kids to be playing and everything, relaxing with friends. But if your son wants to play professional, you have to look out at the friends he's mingling out with, he's talking with, he is, let me say, living his daily activities with, because that is a big part of his life. If the friend is not interested in playing football and doing something else, at one point in time, your son or daughter or whosoever you want to play professional will start copying, or maybe being around that friend, and will start doing what they do. Okay, so but if it's also a choice. I have to say that it's a choice. If you want him to play pro, you know what to do. Focus on those things. If you want him to become, well, like a hobby, yes, then you can have friends and play here and there and enjoy, because football is very difficult to actually make it. But of course, if you stick to it, once you make it, it's a life-changing situation, because it helps the family situation. It helps everyone financially. People are more happy. You live in this world. You get to travel because you have someone in the family who is quite, yes, financially okay. Okay, that's it. I hope a lot of these tips help you to polish your idea of, or your thinking of becoming a professional player, not just getting the likes many people say. So if you want to keep getting content like this, you can check I'm always live 9:30 p.m. Eastern European time. You can turn on the notification bell to wait for me there. I answer questions based on the topics that people bring to me. So if you're a parent waiting for your son to play football or daughter, you're all welcome to my channel. I can help give you advice and tips on what to do. I'm a FIFA licensed agent. I can always try to give you ideas on what I learned interviewing CEOs, sporting directors, or coaches of football clubs. Okay, thanks and talk to you later. Bye for now. Cheers.